Hello everyone, this is Jay. Just wanted to share with you the process of creating the questions on the test for Core 291 that we're creating. So the place to begin is here at ETS under the preparation manuals, and once you go there, then you need to find the core subjects EC through 6 291. When you open that, you are going to find that you cannot use this document directly, and if you actually decide to download it, you cannot use the download form either. But there is a way to get around it. What you need to do is actually select print, and here, instead of printing, what you're going to do is come down here and open in PDF preview. And when you do that, that is going to allow you a document. It's going to give you this document that you're going to be able to actually use it to highlight, copy, and paste. The other documents will not allow you to do that. You have to use this preview format, otherwise it will not work. The other ones are protected. So an example of that would be a question number 7 like this. I can highlight and I can do copy, right click and copy, or you can just do Command C for copy. So let me show you how that works. So now that you have this document, do not lose it. Keep it somewhere handy. That way you can always come back to it. All right, so I'm going to now move into the actual test, which is right here. As you can see, I've already been working on it. Just notice I don't have all the options marked here, so I'll go back and correct that. But I wanted to let you know I'm at question number 26, so now we need to continue with 27. And so what I'm doing is that I'm using the preview form here, and I'm going to go to question 27. That's going to be our next one. For this question here, I actually just highlighted all of this content that they were going to need to answer 23 to 26, and I created not a question but an item that they have to select the box just so that they can continue on, and I included this, and I'll show that to you in the test. But if you come across some passages like this, then you can create a holder with the content before you actually build a question. All right, so if I come to the next one, oops, and this back again. So question number 27 was going to be my next one. Go there. All right, so here it is. So what I'm going to do is just select the question. I do Command C, but just for the purpose of this presentation, I'll do it here. So copy. I'm going to come here, and my last question has to be selected, otherwise that question will end up anywhere. So make sure that you have the last set question selected. If I actually had 24 and I did a plus sign, it's going to place that question right next to 24 or after 24. I don't want to do that. I want this question to be at the end. So I'm going to make sure that this is at the very end. Okay, there it is. So notice that it says 26, and then I have my question. So now I'm going to type 27, and then I'm going to do Control V, and that question is going to fall in. So then I'm going to go back to my document, and I'm going to start selecting the answer options. For that one, if you notice, I selected the letter code as well. So A, now B. I'm selecting B. So I don't have to type it here. I just simply drop it in there. Oops. So I'm going to select C, go back here, Control B, and I'm going to select D and paste it here. All right, now that I have all my 4 ones, I come here and I need to find the answer rationale. So because this is the preview document, this is not hyperlink, it doesn't work. So I need to actually scroll down. That's going to be the only downside, the con about using this one, but it's the one that allows us to actually copy and paste. So That's all that we need. So I'm going to go down at the very bottom and find that question 27. Oh, so this is a new document I just opened. I have been using one that I opened already. So you'll find that the answer or the responses on the preview are not in the best format. So once I find it 27 right here, all I do is just I select this box here and I rotate it until I get the right direction. So it's 27. I'm going to highlight that response, and I'm going to remember that it's competency number 3. That's all I need to know. I come here and then I'm going to select answer key down here, and when you do that, now you have to add answer feedback. And let me move this a little bit. Sorry, moving this so that we can all see. All right, so here then I have to click here so that I have access to write, and I'm going to write that information. Competency, and see, I already forgot, so let me go back. And it was competency 3. So I return twice, and then I paste the information from that I copied from the answer and rationale. If you notice it didn't come in clean, I have to clean it up. I have to take this off and make sure that this is where it needs to go. So once I do those editing, then I can go ahead and do save. So now my new question is in here with the rationale, but it's still not giving me the right answer. I have to make sure I select that. And it says that the option A is the correct one, so I select that one. And I'm going to make sure I give it a point. All right, so that's it. That's all you have to do to build the rest of the questions. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or contact. Oh, I'm going to come up here to show you what I did for the scenario one. So because every time you create a question, you have to have a response, and I didn't want to include all this text within a question alone because I was afraid that once the students would answer or respond, they may not have access to it again. I think that might still be the case. So it might be that we actually have to put this in each of the questions needed. And that might be the way to go about it. But for now, I just wanted to let you know what I did is that I just added this in one simple question. So if I select this question and I do add a new one, remember it's going to be right behind it. So what I did is that I pasted that here. If I create a question and I type in my, let's say, answer choices, you notice that it's going to give me a response format. It's multiple choice, or it's any of these. It does not just let me write in a paragraph with no input on it. So that's why I decided to do a checkbox on the passage one. So what I'll do is that I'll delete these 3 and then I'll make a checkbox, and all I wrote was I will use this information, well, you can see it right above this, to respond to questions 23 to 26. And so when the students are actually answering this, all they have to do is just check that box when they're responding, and that way they have the information here, but they don't have to use it within a question. I'm going to actually do a preview of the test and see if I can run it through with it with what we have right now. If I see that this is going to have to go on each question because it doesn't let them go back and see that information, then that might be the way to go about it. But I'll let you know. I just still wanted to give you some information on how to add questions. So question 27 has been entered. We just need to keep on adding the rest until question number 100. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.